This is a subscriber poll, so welcome to my channel, and I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. So this is a fun thing. I want to know, for just my subscribers, please let me know which are the next watch, 4 or 5 watches that you want me to review. I've got a Omega that was a recent estate sale find, nice watch from the 70s. There's another Omega from the 1960s, that's a hand wound. There's a Paipan Constellation. Not a big fan of it, but it's a Paipan from 1959. It's the stainless steel Paipan with the Cyclops for the date, as you can see. There's the Gerald Genta C-Case Constellation from 1969. This really is a beautiful constellation because it's got the gold, it's got the 138 bracelet, extremely rare bracelet, and it has the nice white sunburst dial that almost looks golden. There's a couple of quartz from the late 70s. There's an Omega Seamaster quartz. You may also know this as a Seamaster automatic because they use the exact same oblong dial for the quartz and the automatic. There's also a Constellation quartz from the late 70s. Again, the same oblong dial with the integrated bracelet was a feature of the late 70s. There's a Bulova. I love these old Accutrons. Again, the same design. Oblong TV dial with an integrated bracelet. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And if you think those choices weren't enough, I've got a textured Seiko 4004. I've got a few of these 4004 quartz, which were really the third generation of Seiko quartz watches after the Astron, then the Series 2, Type 3, and then the really the 4004s were there. So these were effectively Grand Seikos without the badging. So they don't have the twin quartz as the Grand Seiko quartz did, but they have the same textured dial with the same mirrored finish on the bezel, as you can see. I don't know if you can see on this. Anyway, there's another Seiko 4004. I do collect the 4004s because they really are exceptionally beautiful quartz watches. As if, since we were talking about the 70s, there's a oblong dial, again textured with a nice tuxedo texture, a pinstripe texture, quartz 4004. This is just beautiful. It's really so similar to the Constellation quartz out here. Like, they really have the same weight, the same feel. I would almost say that the Seiko is of a touch better quality than the Constellation. I mean, Seiko definitely knew its watches better than Omega when it came to quartz watches, and their just fit and finish just seems to be slightly higher order than a Constellation, which is a big surprise. And there's a tuxedo stripe pattern. Again, you can see that mirrored dial, mirrored bezel, which reflects the hour markers, and the nice tuxedo pattern on it. This is a Motocraft 4004. This was a special edition Seiko that made for Ford dealers. Now these two are really rare. So these are just very ordinary watches. It's 0364, I think, or 0384. I forget what exact model. Just run-of-the-mill 7s26 movement. What makes these exceptional is the dials on them. That gold sunburst and the blue-black sunburst are really next to impossible to find. So these were the Seikos that were really budget Seikos, but they looked like explorers. These were, in some ways, the Seiko tried to go after Rolex using some of their most entry-level automatic watches, but because they got the dial so beautiful on this one, these sold out immediately. And you're lucky if you can find one of these. You will get them in the silver dial and the black dial all the time, but to get the gold or the dark blue, that truly is a rarity. Okay, what else do we have? There's an old Seiko from the 1970s. I just wanted to compare this to the Constellation because they really are so similar in some ways. Obviously, the Constellation is in a very different league, but that's a 70s Seiko. So anyway, please let me know which one you want me to do a review for the next few times, and you will see them. And again, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And please hit the like button and let's get more subscribers in here.